Our journey starts the same way it'll end. Well off the beaten path.
It's invaluable that you came.
We're in middle of nowhere Palmdale with writer Nancy Dale.
Preserving native Florida.
It's a place of history, now hidden.
Watch out for rattlesnakes. Okay, here we go.
As we head inside, take a ride. You can see what's left of what once was.
It's in my memory. His creativity, his originality, his appreciation of nature.
He is the late Tom Gaskins, a quirky artist who created what was once here, the Cypress Knee Museum. In its heyday, it was a big tourist draw, uniquely Florida. But now, today, it's quiet, abandoned, damaged.
To me, it's sad because this is our cultural heritage. There we go.
Across the highway, we found the old catwalk.
I can see the old wires holding it together.
Somehow, it's still here.
These are the cypress trees.
Like the museum itself. There's been talk of restoring this, creating a welcome center, creating something at a place worth saving.
It's inspiring because the remains are still living. This is a living monument.
For our next stop, we're heading west.
There it is, right there.
To El Jobin, where the vibes are good.
Like they say, come on down.
And tours are given with a 12-ounce in hand.
This was originally the post office, general store, train depot, one-room jail cell.
C.K. Meyer first shows us what has been restored. This property, now a cafe and museum.
The big guy holding the snook.
We learn of Joel Bean, the founder of El Jobin.
This is a platform he would dive off of from 110 foot up in the air.
And of the famous daredevil who once lived here as well. But it's across the street, the place that time left behind.
After a few hurricanes, it has deteriorated.
We step up into the century-old, once famous El Jobin Grand Hotel.
Try and find a Joyce.
Where inside, it isn't so grand anymore.
Careful.
The hallway is now sideways.
This was a hotel room.
And it looks more haunted house than Grand Hotel.
Is it a little bit hard to see it like this?
It's kind of depressing.
Outside, from above, you see pepper trees have taken over and storms have battered the back end. But old film reminds us of what fun this once was.
People were out here during Prohibition, pounding down drinks and dancing out front.
The group that owns it now, CK included, has plans to restore this too, to bring back something at the hotel that deserves remembering.
It means a piece of history that we're missing out on right now, that we should put back together.
For our third and final stop.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, good, how are you?
Hey, thanks for taking us out.
We head south and leave dry land. As we slice across the Gulf, we're near Marco Island, where dolphins and clear turquoise water is enough to catch anyone's eye. Just not quite like this, Will. No, it's not a space alien splashdown. This is the Cape Romano Dome House.
It was in pristine condition.
Local realtor and our guide, Bo Middlebrook, remembers what here once looked like long ago.
It was beach 500 feet this way. Wow. That way. No way. That's where the beach was.
The Dome House was built by former oil producer Bob Lee in 1979. But when Hurricane Andrew blew through in '92, the interior suffered damage, and the house was soon after abandoned. Remarkably, all these years later, 4 of the 6 domes are still standing, even as erosion eats away the coast.
Mother Nature took the land, but it didn't take the house. The house is still here.
There's no plans to restore this, obviously, but also no idea how much longer it'll last.
What do you think will happen to this in 20 years?
Who knows? Who knows?
As we end our journey and our look back on dry land in Fort Myers.
So this is Samville here. Here's McGregor.
Historian Joanne Miller reminds us it's not just places that have been abandoned. It's entire towns, ghost towns, vanishing settlements.
To me, to get in here and start going through these books and these maps and these documents, it's pretty cool stuff.
She hopes you think so too.
If we don't talk about it and teach it, it's going to be lost.
For the NBC2 investigators, I'm Evan Dean.